ladies and gentlemen, FameUsDood, Tommy. Hey, buddy. Hello.
Hello, hello, hello.
How you doing?
Doing good? How are you?
How's your mom?
Asleep?
Yeah, yeah.
Yep.
So anyways, podcast time. Here we are, ladies and gentlemen, episode 2. And the man behind the scenes of the podcast, helping me put all this together, is now sitting in front of his very camera himself. So Tommy, what is it like being a part of something absolutely incredible like this? What do you think, pal?
Well, it's very demanding.
Yeah, I don't really be asking that nicely, do I?
Nah. Every 2 minutes, I get a text. Can you start the highlights? Can you do some highlights?
Hey, are you
Like,
done yet? Are you done? Are you
yeah,
done?
Can you send that Umbreon?
But but look, Tommy. All right, that's not what we're here for. This is fun only. All right, no
Right.
business talk whatsoever for right now, I suppose.
Okay, yeah.
So why don't we start with something light? What was it like growing up? Where are you from?
Well, I'm in Southeast Georgia. I was born in the same city that I live in. So I've been here my whole life. The only thing I've seen besides where I live is Michigan, because that's where my grandparents live. And I've been to Florida, but that's like Jacksonville, so we go there for like a day and then come back.
Did you ever live in Michigan?
No.
You didn't. You just because previously when we had spoken, you had mentioned that Michigan kind of feels like home to you, right?
Yeah, we would go for like 2 weeks at a time to see my grandparents.
Do you think that your association with it being home is the unconditional love that a grandparent tends to show? Or do you think that it is actually the landscape at which you were living in? You were visiting, so to speak.
I feel like it's a combination with both. At least in this like circumstance, because like I've always been closer to my northern family than my family down here. My family down here doesn't really talk to me that much.
How close in proximity is the family that is immediately with you right now?
I lived like 2 minutes down the road from two of my aunts, my grandma passed away, sorry, my grandpa, and some of my cousins, like 2 minutes away down the road.
Sorry
So
to
we all
hear.
live like super close together.
Sorry to hear that, by the way.
That's right.
Yeah, I know it never gets easier. I'm gonna try to not shock myself with this thing again.
Yeah,
and
don't do that.
I literally almost just did. I'm gonna just put it down, focus on what we're doing. So how does that happen? How did that divide get created? Was there any sort of drama, or no?
Not really. They're just like really stuck up.
Yeah. I mean, you ain't got to go into details. I was just saying if maybe there was something that caused a split amongst the community that made you more drawn to your family in Michigan for whatever reason.
No, it's just so that the rest of the family doesn't really talk to us at all.
The funny thing is that my experience is actually the exact polar opposite of that. I have family here that basically anchors me here, and it definitely causes a split amongst the family in other places, and also with friends that I make outside of the place that I live, and other sort of connections, be that in the music industry and stuff like that, because no matter what, I want to stay close to home so that I can help take care of the family that I have here, because they basically have unconditionally taken care of me and everyone else in my family my entire existence. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So whereas your view on basically that subject brings you to want to get away, to escape, so to speak, mine forces me to stay where I'm at. And while it is a very pleasant feeling of being in the place where you're meant to be, it also creates a terrifying future, because what if you meet somebody that wants to get married and move to South Florida 8 to 9 hours away, you know?
Or I can't ban, sorry.
Like I said, man, we're having fun. You ain't got to worry about the chat. Everything's fine.
Yeah.
Everything's cool. What do you do for work?
I just moved to Sam's recently in the bakery.
Mm-hmm.
It's very different from, I've always worked in a restaurant, like since I was 16. And I kind of gotten burnt out on everything, what to do with it. So I decided to take a chance and apply with Sam's.
Yeah.
And it's going very good.
Dude, food is such a brutal brutal industry, dude. Like,
Most of my thing is like it's just a very toxic environment.
honestly, it's not like that everywhere. It is like that in a lot of places, but it is not like that everywhere that you go. So
Yeah.
I just wanted to at least give you the sense of hope that it is possible to be in that environment and it be healthy. I don't know if that's something that you would want to explore in the future, but
No.
we're not Dave. We're not
Mm-mm.
we're not a sous chef or whatever he
Yeah.
said. Flippy. What drew you to initially take that job just cuz you were 15 years old and needed a job or what?
Yeah, basically it's like everybody's first job when they were growing up. At
Is
least where I lived.
are you in school or anything?
Nope.
So what are your long-term aspirations?
So I used to have a really nice camera, a Sony A7 III.
Mhm.
Um, so I wanted to get into wedding photography.
Right.
I had done one wedding previously, and I had another one scheduled. But New Year's, my car got broken into, and they stole all my camera equipment.
Dude, I didn't know that. Jesus, bro.
Yeah, I had my MacBook in there, my camera, and 2 lenses that were like $800 a piece.
God almighty, dude. How
So yeah,
did you
they busted my window out of my car and took it all and left.
do you think it was malicious? Like they knew specifically it was you? Was it a targeted attack?
I don't think so.
You don't think so?
I mean, it's a possibility, but I honestly don't think so.
that like legitimately breaks my heart. Had
Yeah, it
you
was-
had you began the steps toward actually pursuing that?
Oh yeah, I had a business license.
So you literally just have a business license and you're not doing anything with it. That is tragic.
Yeah, I have like 5,000 business cards just sitting in my closet right now.
I actually have the same because I'm not going to go into too many details, but I basically booked my future on playing music and moving forward with that as a career choice, but I needed a little help, and the help that I had found was not fully committed. So now I have 5,000 business cards sitting on top of my microwave. I've kind of like regretted not making the Pokemon business cards because they would be so fire. How fire would it be if I just walked up and said, call me sometime, I'm the Pokemon guy. No, you're not. You don't even know anything about it. And then they go to my Twitch and, okay, maybe he knows a little bit. 5K for filters. So, do you intend on in the future trying to get back into it?
Yeah, definitely.
Is streaming going to ultimately be part of what your future wants to be, or is it are you gonna try and keep it as a hobby?
Right now, I'd like to think of it as I would want it to be a hobby, but if I for some reason took off, then then that's gravy.
Yeah. How did you come across mine? How did you come across my stream?
I was looking through Rocket League streams, and I saw yours, and I saw the background. And I was like, oh, this guy seems pretty cool, so I clicked on it.
Dude, it kind of freaks me out thinking that like people largely in part have found my Twitch because of me playing freaking Rocket League. And
Yeah,
now
good thing at
there are 3 like actual bona fide professional Rocket League players in the community, and I got on like one time in the past 2 months and was streaming. I had like 28 people watching me play Rocket League, 3 of which are like actual signed professional Rocket League players. What?
Ariel.
What made you stay once you actually came across me?
Your personality was like just what stuck with me, really.
You think so?
Yeah.
I just said it's not an egotistical chase. Like I don't want you to shower me in compliments or anything like that. I just was wondering like what the difference in my stream and someone else's stream is, you know?
Well, it just feels like you like genuinely care about like who's in your chat.
That's kind of interesting because I do, you know?
Yeah.
What do you think makes me so like quotable? Cuz I've just never met anybody in my life that has like been impacted by the stuff that my friends and I say. Absolutely have never met
Yeah.
somebody like that.
Call it 12.
What why am I so quotable? It's more of like a what is it? Like a psychological a philosophical question.
Oh, it's just like I don't, your type of humor is like the main thing. Like you just like say funny things all the time. Like no matter
Absolutely.
what. Yeah.
Absolutely. What other hobbies do you have other than streaming?
Um, I've played drums for 13 years. So I listen to a lot of music. I play a lot of music. Um, that's basically it besides streaming.
And there's also a guitar on your wall.
Oh yeah. It's not good, but there's it's more of an art piece.
How, how long have you been playing guitar for?
Um, Probably like a year and a half, almost 2.
Well, I don't. I mean, I feel like a lot of it is convenience, but what makes you lean more toward playing guitar more? Well, I guess it's harder to set drums up, but also like casual. I don't know. What do you think? What makes you lean towards drum? Because you're better at it, maybe.
Um, yeah,
Probably so.
yeah,
Yeah.
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 I've always had like a natural like gift of rhythm.
Mm.
Like I've always had rhythm. I don't know how. Like none of my family plays music whatsoever.
That's crazy. That I guarantee you, this is just something that I found. Like you have your family, like people in your immediate family, have untapped like musical chemistry that they just don't even know about, bro.
Mm.
It's like I don't know if I'm ever gonna get Clay to do one of these, but if we do, I've got to at least bring it up to him. Clay has perfect pitch, and
Really?
he doesn't know. Like we'll put on a song and he'll start singing, but he'll start singing harmony, and he'll sing perfect harmony,
Whoa.
and it just makes me sick. Like I'm like, dog, I can't sing anything above E flat, you know? Like I can't. And Clay's in here like, don't you remember when you call me baby? And I'm telling you, bro. um, what made you start playing? What made you start playing instruments?
So this probably wouldn't have happened if this wouldn't happen. But when I was younger, we didn't really have a lot of money, so I knew I wanted to play drums, but we just didn't have like the capability for me to do it because I couldn't have had a set.
Yeah.
My dad ran into this random dude and told him that his son was trying to play drums. And he was like, "Well, I have a kid at the house. And I'll just give it to you guys." And that's actually that kit that's back there, like right now.
Really?
So that's why I'm putting all this work in, because I want to like make it special to me again, kind of.
Yeah. See, the difference between me and you when it comes to that is my first guitar is a Fender T-Bucket that is black and orange and looks like a tattoo from 2009.
Well, these things were ugly. I'm fixing them up now.
That red is not it. I'll just be honest with you.
Mm-mm.
But I'll tell you the honest truth is it looks a lot like my kit that I had. What brand is that one?
Tama.
Tama? Yeah. Tama's not even a bad brand though. Yeah, that's crazy. Absolutely. So you say that drums is your fave for sure?
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you find that it is more difficult to express yourself creatively through drums? Like, is it? I look at it from my perspective. Like, all I got to do is say I'm sad and make it rhyme, and I'm gravy. How do you do that with drums? You know?
There's like a lot of feeling involved with drums.
Yeah.
Like I don't like how to explain it other than the word feeling, because like it's just you. There's a way you like convey your feelings through playing drums. I don't know how to explain it. It just happens for me.
That would be something that I would be interested in hearing. Like, someone that could answer actually have like a definitive answer of
Yeah.
how do you express yourself creatively through playing drums. Because I feel like there's only so much you can do, bro. You know what I mean? Do you play 2-tom or 3-tom?
3.
Yeah. Floor
Yeah, true,
tom,
true, true.
2-tom. I don't know why
Yep.
my brain was like, we're good.
Yeah, we got
Yeah.
tom, and tom.
We out of here. What's your favorite song to play on both drums and guitar?
Everlong.
Is your favorite?
Yeah.
What?
Well, on drums and guitar.
You mess
Like,
with
it's fun.
Everlong that heavy, bro?
Yes.
Great googly moogly.
It's fun to play on the drums.
It's exhausting to play on the drums.
Well, maybe if you haven't played for 13 years.
Yeah. Okay. True.
True.
You know, the crazy thing about my family is, I guess you could argue that it's a little different with my uncle Scott. He's like this highfalutin show choir teacher and coach up there in Birmingham, you know. But like my mother was like the choir director at my church, and she kind of can't really play that much of anything really. She plays some organ, and I don't know if you've ever messed with an organ, but there's a lot of footwork, which is not it's not so easy, you know. And you know, Scott kind of just is more gifted in the teaching side of things, which ultimately is what led me to want to be a music teacher after I've been going to school for English, blah blah blah, me, you know. But really and truly, like when you look around my entire family, there's music everywhere, but they're like the smallest little instances of music. Like Scott can play 3 chords on guitar. He can play a mean piano now. I ain't even gonna tell you no lie. That's on Brother Gary. I ain't even gonna tell you no lie. But like my mom can only play organ. My granddad doesn't play anything. Granny didn't play anything. Like nobody in my family does anything. And it's like the past 5 generations of people all got sucked into me, and it's exhausting, bro. Because it's like I know I was born to do it. It's obvious that I was born to play music, write music, whatever, teach music maybe even. But good Lord, sometimes I just want to close my eyes when I try to go to sleep and not hear things, you know, like I can't tell you how many times it's 7:00 in the morning. I've closed my eyes to go to sleep. Sweet release. Let me go. Jesus, just let my whole body go black. And then I hear, it's gonna be volume, baby. So I gotta get up out of bed, and I'm like mad at myself, and I'm like, if I don't write it down, I'm gonna be even more mad at myself. I put my phone on thing. I'm like, let's get on, baby, yeah. Sit down, record a rough draft, wake up in the morning. I always get halfway through writing something, and I'm like, all right, I got the first verse down. I got the chorus. The chords are done. We're good. I got a solid recording. I just finish it when I wake up. And I wake up, and I sit down with the guitar, and I play the chords. And I'm like, what did I think I could do next? Like, why didn't I just take 20 minutes and finish it? Great googly moogly. What do you think is more difficult, like, from a musician standpoint? I guess it would be more of from a drum standpoint. Do you think that polyrhythms are harder to play, or do you think that technical rhythms are harder? I guess let's tackle the drum side of things. So are like technically difficult things like having to do like left hand dominant stuff while doing like right hand accent is harder, or do you think that having to memorize like dun 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 dun, you know what I'm talking about?
I would say I'm just really good at memorizing things, so I'd probably say like polyrhythmic stuff is probably easier for me.
Heck no, bro.
At least for learning it. I can do both, but it's easier for me to learn like polyrhythms and like try a new technique.
Same thing for guitar?
I haven't done a song like that on guitar. I haven't tried. I'm not that good yet.
I don't know, dude. If you can play Stop This Train, I think you're all right. The one thing that I've noticed from the couple times that we've talked about music and stuff, it seems like you're very smart, regardless of how much like actual raw talent you may have or whatever. Um, seems like you've got a very big brain musically. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Ow! That didn't feel so good. So I feel like I've talked for 20 straight minutes. Why don't you talk for a minute, bro?
Yeah, I had some points to bring up.
Oh, did you?
Yeah. Well, not like from like what we've talked about so far, but like I just thought of it.
Oh, Tommy's still trying to work when he off the clock. Let's go, baby. What's up?
So I didn't actually care that I played drums for like the first 2 years that I played.
Right.
Like this is like whatever. I played drum school. And I turned 10. My dad got diagnosed with stage 4 leukemia in his bone marrow. And I feel like that's when I really started to like care,
Right.
because it was able to take me to a spot where I couldn't think about anything else except for like music.
Right.
So I would sit and play for like 5 hours a day. And that's like when I started to get good. Or like better, not good.
Well,
I was, like, 10
yeah.
then.
I would hope the ends justify the means, so to speak.
Yeah. So like music has always been like an escape for me, basically.
Right. I don't know if you know this, but the main reason that I started grinding guitar, the main reason that I picked up guitar, was a very similar reason, which is the very last point that I have is going to perfectly summarize everything that we've talked about. And you're totally not going to cry. Totally not. My granny was diagnosed with stage 4 colon cancer. And for whatever reason, my whole life, like, she worshiped the ground that the grandkids walked on. Of course, she's got 3 children, my mother and my 2 uncles. But for whatever reason, she was just always so drawn to me. And trust me, I would say that my granddad was also drawn to us if he didn't beat the crap out of me at basketball every day of my existence. That just seems a little hateful, you know? Just let me win one sometimes, Don. You know what I mean? It's just crazy. But this is also the reason for the long hair, because people ask me about it every day of my life. But I would sit at the foot of her bed, or at the foot of her recliner, and she would grab my hair, and it was short still, and she would just squeeze it and just be like, "What I'd give for one of those curls, baby," you know, just doing this, right? Well, I wanted a way to give back to her that wasn't basketball, because she used to love watching me play for whatever I was doing. You know, at a lot of the time we were playing in like church leagues and stuff like that. But I wanted to give back to her. So Scott brought his art and Lutheran guitar down, and he taught me how to play that. I forget what it's called, but it's the one that's like, "We finally figured out, took a long, long time." You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
So he taught me how to play them chords, and I pretended to pay attention so that he would leave me alone so I could just play. And I went back on my granddad's computer. This was before fast internet, high-speed internet. So I sat at his computer, paused Nirvana on YouTube, let it sit for 4 hours, piddled with it. Like, I think I taught myself how to do "Mary Had a Little Lamb," you feel me? And when it finally loaded up, I learned "Man Who Sold the World" from Nirvana Unplugged. And it was like probably 3 o'clock in the morning, and I went out and I tickled Granny's foot because I was still just a wee little laddie, and I said, "Hey, check this out." It's just so peculiar how many similarities there are between us. Like I said, I'll touch on that a little bit later. What else you got, bro?
I wanted to ask what like music was for you. Like, what does it mean to you?
Okay, well that's that. Okay, a good question. Everything, right?
Yeah. Okay.
You know, I've always said, heads up, everyone listening. I've always said that no matter how many people can convince me that they are not going to abandon me or hurt me. Music never can, never will. Music will always uplift me and help me find a way to express the way that I feel. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, if you have nobody, there's always going to be music.
Yep. Like, anytime I get to feeling sad, I just pick the old six string up and talk about it. You know what I'm saying? What about what do you think? What's your answer to the same question?
Yeah, I like touched on it earlier. It's like kind of like an escape for me. Like, if I'm sad, I can play drums. If I'm happy, I can play drums. Like, it's really just a way for me to like get through my emotions.
Yeah. My favorite type of music to listen to is like 1970s funk with the candles lit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Exactly.
You mess with zoos like that, bro?
I don't know.
I was just asking if you like zoos.
Oh, like zoos?
Yeah.
Are we talking about like where the animals are?
Yeah, where animals are.
Yeah, I like zoos.
Yeah, same. I was just asking. What
Oh,
else
okay.
What else you I gotta have you giggling before I have you rolling. Before I have you rolling, bro. Before I gotta get the tears going.
Yeah. You like zoos?
What?
I thought you were talking about a band named Zoos. I was like, I don't know. Who that is.
Nah, I'm talking about zoos with cute little animals. I want to find a zoo that has a bunch of different kinds of caterpillars in them. You know what I'm saying? I want to look at caterpillars. They're so cute and fuzzy and so unappreciated. How many people have you ever heard say, man, I just like caterpillars? Nah, ain't nobody saying that. Come on.
It's just you.
Just me.
Just you, bro.
So, what's one fun thing about yourself?
I'm a fun guy.
I love to
I like caterpillars.
I like caterpillars. You like jazz? All right, give me another one. I don't want to flood this entire thing just talking about me. You know what I'm saying?
What you mean? You gotta ask me questions about me then.
Huh?
Ask me questions about me.
How old are you? I knew this was gonna fall apart. We've been for 30 minutes.
Fine,
We're good for 30 minutes, bro. And then we start falling apart. All right. Yeah. How old are you? For real.
21.
21. Very, very interesting, huh?
Mm-hmm. I'm about to be 22 in December.
Ooh. You hear that? You hear that, ladies?
Boom. She said you're a baby.
Who said you? Oh.
Leah.
Okay, Leah. We're not reading chat, Tommy. This is a pre-recorded podcast, bruh.
Oh, that's true. Pre-recorded.
Yeah, pre-recorded. We were just predicting that Leah would say something like that.
That's because I said boom.
Because I said boom. So if you could have any job in the whole world right now, what would that job be? Being a photographer? Would that be like your all-time, like that's what you want to do?
I want to work for myself.
True. Would that be enough to satisfy your emotional / creative energy? Maybe.
Absolutely.
You think so? I just don't. I don't know if taking pictures could get that done for me. Granted, I'm not a photographer or anything, and
I don't really see it as taking pictures. It's like more me as like I see it as like you're capturing.
You're preserving memories.
You are. You literally are.
Wow. That's like art, bruh. Facts. That's like art, bruh. What's like your favorite thing to photograph? Is it weddings probably?
No.
Really?
Yeah. I actually like doing street photography.
I was hoping he was gonna say I like taking pictures at zoos. I was gonna see if maybe you could get me some pictures of some caterpillars or something.
Yeah, I actually take pictures of caterpillars.
No, you don't. You don't take no pic.
Don't.
Oh, okay. All right. That's so not cool. I just burnt one.
But yeah, I like doing street art. Like
Street, like taking pictures of art on the street or
No, street
creating,
photography. Street photography.
like taking pictures of people skateboarding and
Like,
old people holding hands.
but they don't know you're taking the picture.
That you can't do that, right?
You can. It's in public.
Hey, you take a picture. You can't do that, bro.
No, I like catching them like naturally acting however they act like to themselves.
And then do they know about the picture later?
No.
You're stressing me out, dude. Can you do
It's
that?
legal.
Can you do
Yes,
that?
it's legal.
No,
You're in a
that
public space, yes.
that ain't legal, bro.
Hold on, I'm about to send you my favorite like picture I took of somebody.
All right.
Let me get to it.
You ever
Dude?
you ever take a picture of some dude skateboarding?
Nah.
I think that would be a niche thing that you might be able to get into, honestly.
Have you ever seen any of my pictures? Hold on.
You can't we can't dive that deep into it. Just send me one right now. And then
Alright, fine.
All right. He's getting excited, boys.
Chill.
How am I supposed to show this on a stream? I guess I can just do the Zoom
You can
thing.
pull it up on your phone.
I guess I could just. Why don't you? Oh wait, no, you have a webcam. I'm sorry. I feel like Joe Rogan when Jamie's pulling something up on the TV in the back. Jamie, can we pull a picture? Can we pull a picture of a spaceship up? Jamie, can we do that?
You're gonna think it's hard. I promise. Watch.
I don't know if that adjective would be the best. Oh yeah, that's dope.
You can't tell me that's not hard.
That's dope. That's dope. Here. Ow. Go crazy.
Yeah.
Okay. Tommy got them chops, huh? Tommy got
And
them.
that was on my $800 camera, not my
Bruh.
$2,000 camera.
I ain't even gonna lie to you, bro. You took the crap out of that picture, bro. Do you think you express yourself more creatively through photography than through music?
No, absolutely not.
That's one thing that's kind of crazy too. Is like, I don't know, dude. Like, there are people that express themselves the way that we express ourselves through music. Through like taking
Pictures.
like making peppermint in a factory. You know, there's some guy melting down plastic and turning it into pudding cups, and that's his passion.
Like, oh hell yeah!
You know, man, I'm
Yeah.
fitting to shape this cup on my great granddaddy. What? That's crazy. So if people wanted to, do you have these pictures available anywhere publicly?
It's on my Instagram.
Why don't you you want to give it a little plug right quick, or I don't know if that's something that you're interested in. It's a Tom_pics PICS. I was kind of hoping you'd just say it, but
Oh, sorry, it's in chat now.
Tommy, they can't see the chat. It's live. We're recording a podcast, Tommy. Sorry.
Yeah, Tom_pics PICS.
Oh my God. Oh,
Sorry.
Sorry.
Just in a silly, goofy move.
So, would you say that streaming means something special other than a hobby to you?
I mean, yeah, I like connecting with people.
It doesn't
So I'd say, yeah.
It doesn't always have to be the deep answer that I always give, because I'm just a sentimental person. But like, I was just curious. That's one thing that I'm gonna try to keep consistent across all these podcasts. Is I do want to know like what streaming means to every person that I talk to about it, because obviously every person that we're gonna talk to throughout this entire series is gonna be probably at least be part of the community. And while this is a great chance for people to get to know each and every individual person from the community a little bit better, I also like to hear like what the idea of streaming is to people, because it's so much bigger than the stereotype of playing video games on the internet.
Yeah.
You know, that's
Yeah, my main thing is like making connections with people. Like I'm a big like people dude. I love people.
yeah.
But I haven't told anybody this before. But my New Year's resolution was to like get over my anxiety. And like one of my main anxieties is like being on camera and people being able to watch me.
Yeah.
So I kind of did this as a way to like get used to it maybe. I don't know.
Right. I don't know that he's going to, because we chatted about it. I'm talking about Justin, Elite Money.
Mm.
I talked to him on the phone about joining, but we have had several talks at length about how he heavily leans onto streaming and onto Twitch, really any sort of interaction on the internet to overcome his anxiety. And honestly, I do believe that he also had moderate depression, if I'm not mistaken. And you know, it is completely impossible to talk face to face with me and not smile at least once. I mean, tell me I'm wrong.
You're right.
I mean, I'm a fun guy. You know, I love the game of basketball. See, I mean, that's what I'm saying. Like, and I tried to explain to my mother, like, because she's obviously gonna be old school. She's old. She's just like Dave. You know, they were the male and female on Noah's Ark when God flooded the world.
Right.
So you know, they're just so old that my mom doesn't see it as like what it really is. Like, this is family, you know, and it is something bigger than like just playing games on the internet or showing your boobs in a hot tub to get rich. It's so much more than that. It may be that to some people. You know, there's a guy sitting playing Fortnite right now with 57,000 people watching him, guaranteed, at any given time. That's not what this is going to be for me. It never has been. It's never going to be. I want to use this platform to help make people's lives better, you know? And you and Dave are specific examples of people that I feel like it's so much bigger. You know what I mean? Because literally type it in chat so that we can have a solid answer. How long have you been following? Follow age. Hit it right quick. Hit it, Fergie. 2 months and 2 days is how long you've been following me. Like, you're one of my best friends in the whole wide world, and I know you 2 months. How you gonna tell me that this is just Fortnite? You know what I'm talking about? You know what I'm saying? I don't know, dog. All I know is I saw someone that was in need, and I can't just walk. You know what I mean? It doesn't matter how well or not that I know you. And we call him Other Cole. I don't know if you remember. He hadn't been in chat in a while, but what's his name? It's like ULZY. You know that guy? Yeah. He was going through an identical situation to you, and I mentioned that to you when I first met you. Do you recall? So it was like one day I talked to him and was talking him off the ledge, and then like 2 days later I met you, and you just expressed to me how you needed a friend, and I can't just not be that friend. You know what I mean? Because if you take the time to show support to me, then I want to take the time to express my gratitude, so to speak. So, anyways, I ramble. It's what I do. You got what else you got on your little bullet point thing that you got, bro?
That was my only bullet.
Oh, it was just one. So I don't know. What's your favorite cereal?
Pops.
Pops. Oh my God, you did make that a cereal tier list, and it
was gas.
Cinnamon Toast Crunch is the best cereal on the face of planet Earth.
Absolutely.
Do not at me at all. Yeah, dude says Pops. Rip him apart, boys. Pops. Come on, dog. My granddad would say Pops are tasteless. Come on, bro.
Ooh, I I got points. Hold on, I just thought of one. You ready? You ready?
Sure, man.
What are some of the things you've taken away from streaming for as long as you have?
What you mean? What are the
Like,
things
what's lessons that you've learned?
the lessons that I've learned
Yeah.
is really I can't even follow the beliefs that I can't even follow the beliefs that I'm about to tell you about. Like,
Mm.
don't trust anybody too closely because they will try and take advantage of you. But at the same time, don't be afraid to make relationships, make friendships. Um, Consistency is everything as far as like actual core streaming is. Because
Mm.
while I've been on the platform for seven years, um, when I was consistently less consistent,
Mm-hmm.
my growth was incredibly stagnant. When you do the same thing every day, you can only retain people just as long as they're willing to watch, so to speak.
Mm-hmm.
But really and truly, if you're not doing something that makes you happy, then you really shouldn't be doing it, regardless of how much success it brings you.
Yeah.
Because if you go in playing Fortnite just because it's the most popping game in the world and you blow up when you're not playing Fortnite, people aren't going to want to watch you. That's why I'm trying to build rapport around doing the things that I love to do. Pokemon, playing a little music here and there. Pokemon again, and Rocket League. You know, that's the whole business model. What has your experience been like so far since you've been streaming? Mostly positive?
Yeah, I've gotten extremely lucky so far. I hit
Agreed.
affiliate in 2 weeks.
Yeah,
So
makes
that's
me
pretty cool.
sick. Think I streamed for like a year and a half before I got affiliated.
Well, it was like a different Twitch back then too.
Absolutely. So I guess I can do it. I guess I'm gonna just say it, bro. Look at it. So, you want to know the reason why like I have always been so drawn to you, Tommy?
What?
Look at him, bro. He's already getting choked up. He don't even know what I'm about to say. I see myself in you. Like, on the realest level I could ever imagine. The same type of humor, okay, you know. Growth through tragedy, buddy. And the fact that you still will go out of your way to try and make my life better, even when you are at the most severe of disadvantages, is what makes me cherish you on a level that I never even knew was possible to exist. Your heart is something that needs to be talked about, bro. You are what you are what makes people's lives better. And the fact that you ever doubted yourself for a second makes me want to physically vomit in the trash can next to me. Like, you're the best, bro. Like, on my great granddaddy, bro. Yeah. I'm a steel wall. You won't break through me. I just appreciate you. I appreciate what you bring to my life and what you bring to everyone around you, bro. And don't ever doubt yourself. Ever. I mean it.
Thank you.
And if you don't finish editing the podcast from last week, I'm going to be on you, bro. Because I'm sick and tired of asking, bro.
It was not last week.
It will be when this comes out.
Right.
But anyways, we're gonna try and wrap it up. I literally wanted to bull crap for 45 minutes just so I could make Tommy cry on camera because he said that I couldn't do it. You have anything else that you want to say before we dip potato chip on up out of here?
I just love you, bro.
I love you too, man. I guess with that being said, we'll see you guys next week. Tommy, thank you for doing this.
Thank you.
See you, buddy.